Hey there, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and it is time, baby. I finally got a huge load of stuff. I have a huge haul of DVDs and a Blu Ray, and you know what came out today? So that's going to be my final pickup. I got a ton of stuff to show you guys. It's my DVD and Blu Ray update for the month of September. I'm finally going to do it. And I've been buying a lot of stuff cheap at like yard sales and at uh, at Dollar Tree and everything else. And I got a lot of stuff here, so I got to show you guys the things that I hoarded up on the last couple of months. Well, for the last month or so. First, I got this kids movie. It was $1 at Dollar Tree. I never seen it, never heard of it. It's a CG animated movie, and it's called Axel. I've never heard of this movie. I hope it's decent. It's got a decent cast. It's got Ed Asner, Tim Curry, Matthew Lillard, and George Takei. So from Star Trek. So and it should be okay. I mean, I've never heard of this. It came out in 2013, and it wasn't in theaters. So I'll just give it a chance. It's a kids movie, and it's not gonna be. It'll be harmless. Next, I got this 3 pack of my favorite movie monster of all time. I know the new Shin Gojira, aka Godzilla Resurgence, is going to get a U.S. release this year in October, but it's a limited release. But in preparation for that, I got these Godzilla versus Mothra Battle for Earth, Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, which I had on VHS for a long time, and then I got rid of it, and GMK, one of the greatest Godzilla movies ever from the 2000s. Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. GMK, baby. Finally got it on DVD. And this is a good pack. I got this for like $6.99 at Rite Aid. They still sell DVDs there. And this is it. There's GMK of him roaring, and that's the dual layer, which I'm not a big fan of those for Godzilla versus Mothra, Battle for Earth, and King Ghidorah. So this is worth it because I saw all these films. I like them, and GMK is awesome. So it's good to have that. That alone is worth the purchase. Next, I got this silly horror film because October is coming in a few weeks. Can't wait to see a bunch of horror films like I did last year and the year before and review them. I'm only reviewing horror films in October, so don't ask me for any non-horror related movies because that will not be. I won't be reviewing anything. Maybe Jack Reacher 2, maybe, but other than that, everything's going to be horror related. So this is one I got. It's a sequel. I've never seen this franchise. It's from Full Moon. It's probably going to be ridiculous. I've seen a lot of reviews of this, rants from Helsing 920 and a bunch of other people saying it's horrible. But hey, maybe I can see this and laugh at it because I've seen worse, and that is Evil Bong 2 King Bong. Technically, it's a hookah, but I'll see this anyway because I don't have to be stoned to see this. It says in 3D if you're stoned, and I'm like, no, I've never touched drugs in my life. But it has a making a featurette, and it has a rare Stan Lee interview by William Shatner. So that alone sounds ridiculous enough, and I will keep this even if it is ridiculous because you know I'm a guy that likes all kinds of films, even if the movie is dumb like this. There's no way this is going to be worse than Howling 7 or uh any of the sequels to like other films like I don't know what else what's another horror film like some of the Nightmare on Elm Streets or some of the Texas Chainsaw Massacres. No, it's not going to be worse than that. I guarantee it. I'll probably get some laughs out of it. Who knows? Next, I got this one at a yard sale as well. It's a movie from over 15 years ago. Wow. Wow, I feel old. Anyway, it's a film that got overlooked. It was a film that was coming off of the heyday of like, after Scream already had 2 sequels. And it's a movie that has a cast of people that like a lot of people forgot about. But I'm gonna give it a chance. I know it's not perfect, but it's gonna be better than Twilight. I guarantee it. Dracula 2000. Yeah, it's got Johnny Lee Miller. He's there. I don't really care for him as an actor. He does Elementary with Lucy Liu, but he's there. Justine Waddle, a South African actress that has not been seen in the public in a long time, and I did like her in Chaos, so I could say that. You got Jennifer Esposito, who I think is absolutely gorgeous. She did the voice of Tina in the Looney Tunes show and a bunch of other stuff. She did Master's Disguise and a lot of other stuff. Omar Epps, Mike Epps' brother, I believe, and it also has a bunch of other people in it too. It has Danny Masterson, I think he's from that '70s show. Jerry Ryan from Star Trek. Deep, I think it was Seven of Nine. Yeah, that's her. Lachlan Monroe, he was in Freddy vs. Jason. Sean Patrick Thomas, and Christopher Plummer. So pretty decent cast. It says hip and happening in the tradition of Wes Craven's Scream trilogy. Rest in peace, Wes Craven. And I will give this a chance. You know, I have seen worse Dracula films. I've seen worse vampire movies. Wink, wink. Twilight. And this also has Gerard Butler playing Dracula. So hey, there's one part in it that I saw on TV once that I did not care for, and that's oh he's a Judas Iscariot from biblical times, and there's a crucifixion scene that's not needed. You don't need that. I get it. Religion usually kicks Dracula's ass, you know, crosses and stakes. I get it. You don't need that. That's one scene I will never defend. But the rest of it, the gore and the girls, gorgeous women, hey, sounds like a good time for the month of October. Next, we have an action movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, it's not Terminator Genesis. I will never buy that movie. Fuck that movie. This is one he did early in the 2000s. This was supposed to come out, but then the 9/11 attacks happened. So, yeah, rest in peace to those that lost family. You know, this past Sunday was my parents' anniversary on 9/11, so that's good to know at least that. But this movie, it underperformed because of the attacks, and people were not ready to see, you know, terrorism, especially after 9/11. That's why Spider-Man from 2002 will always be one of my favorite films because it was lighthearted and it needed to be, especially after 9/11. We needed more laughs and we needed more lightheartedness, especially since the country was going through turmoil. But this is Arnold's film. I want to give it a chance. Collateral Damage. Yeah, this is the DVD version of it. I've heard some mixed things about it. I've heard that the action's pretty good though, and Arnold he actually gives a shit here. This is a year before he went into politics and became a governor of California, and it would have been a hit if it wasn't for 9/11 because you know that made it delay for a year and then people just lost interest. But I can watch it now. Ebert and Roper liked it, 2 thumbs up. So I'll give it. And the director of The Fugitive, who's a good director, Andrew Davis. And I really want to see this. It's been way too long, and I want to see it. So next, I got a lot of stuff, man. I'm gonna be here for a while. I got a 4 pack. This is with the really awesome actor Sam Elliott. It's a bunch of his films. There's 4 of his films. It's right here. We got the Sam Elliott collection. You got Blue River, which is long. So I'm gonna be. Oh well, no, actually, no, it's not long. It's 90 minutes. That's one of the shortest films on this list. And you have I Will Fight No More Forever, which is a Western. It's 103 minutes, so it's at least under 2 hours. Then you have Seduced. No, Gone to Texas. That's a long movie. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm a little weary about it because Westerns really should not be that long. That's just way too long. And then you have Seduced, which is only 90 minutes, thankfully. So 3 out of 4 of the films are kind of short, and then there's one that's really long. I'm going to see that one last because I don't want to get pissed and then throw the DVD out. It's all on one disc, so I guarantee you I'm going to get like at least 1 or 2 of these films. So it was $3 at 7-Eleven. Next, I got this film. I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I love the TV show. I think the TV show is really well done. And yes, it has strong women. Yeah, but this is the first film, and I did enjoy this when I saw this on VHS. I thought it was decent. The show's definitely better, but I do like this film. It's one of the few franchises that Cameron Diaz did after Shrek that was actually, you know, I don't know, passable. Charlie's Angels, yep. Babylicious with relentless action. I do like the action in this movie. It's more updated than the TV show, but I did like this movie when I saw it on VHS. I think the girls are very sexy in this movie. Got Drew Barrymore, who I loved from E.T. when I was a kid, Cameron Diaz in her prime, and Lucy Liu. Gorgeous Asian woman. That's all you got to know, man. Gorgeous Asian woman. And then you have Bill Murray, and you have a bunch of other people: Kelly Lynch, Crispin Glover, Tim Curry, Sam Rockwell. You got a really good cast in this. I will say this. And see, I'm not a misogynist. I can get a movie with strong women that I buy based on a TV show that I like with women in it. Yeah. See, I can be open-minded. This movie, it's pretty. It's 99 minutes, so I don't remember it being long, and I'm going to give it another shot. I have not seen it in years, so I hope for the best because it's been a long time. Next, this is one of Tarantino's best films, without a doubt. I saw this on cable a couple months ago. I thought it was really well done. It's one of his shortest movies, mercifully, because most of his movies now are like 2.5 hours. I'm like, Quentin, we don't need to see it in the theater for 3 hours. We get it. You want to make an epic, but make it shorter, please, because movies nowadays are like way too long. This is one of his shorter ones. It's 100 minutes, under 2 hours. One of the best films he's done. Very very dark, very gritty, great performances. Reservoir Dogs. This is an awesome movie. People that say it's boring, it's not an action movie. This is a crime drama thriller with really solid performances by Michael Madsen and Steve Buscemi and Harvey Keitel and even Tim Roth, a Brit that I'm not really usually a fan of. But most of the film, on the floor in a bloody mess, going shaking and just it's a really good performance. I'm going to say it's his best that I've seen. That and the Incredible Hulk. But here, granted, these are anti-heroes. These are not these characters are despicable, but you know what, the actors make it work, and it's just fun to watch. And Tarantino directs the hell out of all of these guys, and it's a guy's film. There's hardly any women in it. I think there's like one scene with a woman, but it's a bro movie, and it works. And this was his film debut, and it worked. He did a great film that at the box office, I think it did all right. It didn't break any new ground, but I'm glad I got the special edition. I got it for a dollar at a yard sale. So there we go to this, and I do enjoy the film for what it is. It's a great crime drama, well done, and it's not 3 hours long, mercifully. Next, I rebought this movie because my brother stole this from me. I don't know why he would even touch this film, but I got it with a slipcover now, so I got it for $2. Enjoy this film. It's the best of the franchise. Wrong Turn. Yep. Elijah Dushku is great in this. Another movie with a strong woman. See, you're still noticing the trend here? I like movies with women. I do. I do. I do. I do. But give me a woman that's normal. Elijah Dushku's in the movie. She's a great lead. I've always liked her in films and in shows. I think she's gorgeous. She's a really good actress too. She's strong in this movie. She has to be. And you also have a really good secondary cast. You have Emmanuel Shrieky. I think she's beautiful. You have I think it's not Wes Bentley. There's somebody else. You have Desmond Harrington. I like him as an actor. I think he's underrated. Jeremy Sisto. He's a good actor as well. And it's directed by Rob Schmidt. He did a good job with this movie. It's really creepy. It's got tons of gore. It's very, very, atmospheric in the woods. And the kills are insane, man. When you see this, you're not gonna believe your eyes. And it's a good horror movie. The mutants look great. They have a really good budget for the film. It's shot on location, so it doesn't look fake. It looks real. And Elijah Dushku is awesome. I love her. I wish she was in more films because she deserves it. And she is a sexy woman that can act, and she's in good films, and she has a really good cult following, and I'm glad. Never seen Dollhouse, but I would see it for her because she's lovely. And also, even in True Lies, when she was young, really young, very cute. And there's a reason that she's grown up into a gorgeous woman. And I'm glad that she's taking care of herself. So that movie was worth getting again just for her. Next, I got this for Dollar Tree a little while ago. I know, don't laugh at me. I know I have never seen this movie. You don't mess with the Zohan with Adam Sandler. I know this is probably going to be dumb, but hey, it's not his worst. Like I'd rather see this than Jack and Jill any day, or That's My Boy, or Pixels where he's a zombie. But it's got a lot of features there. I know Adam Sandler recently has gone in the shitter, but hey, this was one of the films he made that probably is not going to be horrible. I like Jewish humor. It makes me laugh my ass off. I love the Goldbergs TV show. Just their humor just cracks me up. Just the way they talk and their accents and the way they carry themselves. Just it makes me smile. But hey, I'll give this movie a shot. I will. Now we get to the great thing. We get to the best thing I bought this month and the best thing I bought in months. And I love this movie. You guys know what it is. It came out today. There were very few Blu-rays left because people love this movie and it deserves it. And that is Captain America Civil War. Love this movie. This is AKA how The Force Awakens should have been. One of the best blockbusters of all time ever made. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely, like Daniel Bryan. I love this movie. This is my second favorite movie of the year, my favorite summer movie. I cannot say anything. The only bad things I said about the film is the first 10 minutes with the shaky cam and the villain sucks. But everything else in this movie works. The cast works, the story works, the visual effects work, the pacing works, the conversations work, the everything, just the humor works. Everything in this movie worked, other than the two things I mentioned. I love this movie. This is Marvel at their best. It really is. This was the most fun I had in the theater since I saw the first Avengers movie. The crowd loved it. They ate it up, and just I was laughing my ass off. I got the experience that I should have gotten last year with Star Wars, and everything about this movie worked. The fight at the end, personal, badass. Everything about this movie just worked. The airport scene is one of the greatest things I've seen in the theater. I was laughing. I felt like a 12-year-old boy again. It was just mind blowing. It was so entertaining. This is what the summer should have been throughout the whole summer. Like this. This movie spoiled me for the rest of the summer. No movie could touch this. No other film. Not X-Men Apocalypse, not Independence Day regurgitated, not freaking Fembusters or Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad, this is how you do it right. That's how you do it wrong and with studio interference and bullshit. This is how you do it right. All the way. Love this movie. Glad I got it on Blu-ray. It's got a ton of features. It's got a sneak peek of Doctor Strange because I'm looking forward to that as well. But nothing's gonna top this. My favorite movie still of the year is still Deadpool. That I need to get on Blu-ray someday. But this is my second. This is at least in my top five because it deserves it. It's a near masterpiece. This is what I think about when I think about entertaining movies. This makes me proud to be a film junkie. It really does. And I'm glad I got it on Blu-ray finally. It took months, but so worth it. So worth it. I cannot say anything bad about how I'm gonna see this movie on Blu-ray. It's gonna look great, it's gonna sound great, and it's gonna be great, just like it was in the theater. And I think this movie is fantastic. Just if you haven't seen this movie, go get a copy, watch it over and over and over again. You will not regret it. I guarantee it. And I want to end it there on a high note. Love that movie. I'm glad I have it in my collection, and all this stuff was so worth it. I hope I get some great entertaining movies for the next couple months. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm glad I did this. It's nice and quiet in my house. So uh, anyway, thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. Tell me what you think about these films, and if you got your copy of Civil War, because it is worth it, especially on Blu-ray. Get the Blu-ray. It's got all the features. The DVD only has a few. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and the next thing will be the rant on Superman 4. Later.